All right. My name is Kelly Winger, and as my team's resident writer and storyteller, I've been elected to tell you about our brainchild, Remix4Kicks. The Remix4Kicks team is composed of myself, Colin Cheyenne, who's the coordinator of the Studio 2 program at East Metro Youth Services, Emily Shear, Senior Manager of Family and Youth Programming at TIFF, Adam Clare, game designer with Wero Creative, Heather Payne, founder of Ladies Learning Code, and our graphic designer, Chris Berry, aka Dr. Cartoons. When we first sat down together as a group, we decided to address a mutual concern of ours, that today's kids, while incredibly adept at interacting with new media and technology, are surprisingly unsavvy about how these things actually function. They're digital natives, growing up with the internet as an essential part of their lives, but most of them aren't actually actively engaged in what they consume. They sit back and passively accept what they see online with little understanding of the building blocks beneath. And the kids that do have the skills and drive to participate in online culture often lack the tools to evaluate positive and negative uses of technology. They hack indiscriminately, not understanding that with great power comes great responsibility. We wanted to encourage kids to stop taking the internet at face value. Instead of mindlessly consuming, to literally and figuratively break down what they see online and put it back together in their own terms, to hack the hack, pardon the phrase. Like this kid, this is Thomas Suarez. He's a 12-year-old whose interest in programming and technology led him to learn Python, Java, and C, in his words, just to get the basics down. His apps are now available on the App Store, and he has his own company, Carrot Core. This is our vision of the kids of the future, equipped with solid technical skills, good judgment, and driven to participate in the culture around them. And so with this kid in mind, Remix4Kicks was born. Remix4Kicks is an online forum that encourages youth to engage with different forms of media in a constructive and active way. Or as we like to say, it's an opportunity for youth to turn the internet into their own playground. Our guide to the Remix4Kicks site is Wikipedia Brown, no copyright infringement intended. His friendly face shows up right from the start to help kids navigate from the splash page into the various sections of the site, which are divided up by medium. So each medium has its own host character or characters to guide users through their experience and to issue the missions that serve as the basis and the starting point for the user's remixes. So for example, we have Yori, who presides over the music and audio remixing section. The missions themselves are basically creative prompts just to get kids thinking about and breaking down what it is that they're seeing. We recently hijacked a children's birthday party and conducted a very successful playtest using the following mission. Our visual host, Natane, explained to the kids that a nasty thief had run off with the promotional materials for TIFF Kids' headlining film. With no way to promote the film and bring in the crowds, TIFF Kids was destined for failure and financial ruin, dun, 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 unless, of course, they chose to accept our mission. To hack into the TIFF Kids website and create a movie poster so exciting that audiences would have no choice but to pour into the lightbox by the thousands and save the festival, which I think is an admirable goal. The kids were given some props, a camera, a computer, and then the movie's title and tagline. Have you seen Jamie? A good friend is hard to find. After a brief chat about genre and what makes for an exciting movie poster, they were off. The final tool in their toolbox is Mozilla's Hackosaurus, which is a browser plugin that makes it easy to identify web elements, grab them, and remix them in whatever ways you might wish or desire. So for example, if I go to Google and I turn on the X-ray goggles, I can make it say POW instead of search. I can offer the site in Old English, as you see at the bottom. You can remix text, images, videos, whatever you like. Of course, this doesn't impact the actual physical website, but you're able to see it on your own computer, and you can share your mix using the Hackosaurus share tool. So using the X-ray goggles to break down the elements of the site, the kids were able to get their posters right onto the front page of TIFF Kids. Our birthday boy was a member of this particular group. He was very creative and totally a natural. He added the little sort of cave paintings there that you can see. And by the way, if you were wondering where to see Jamie, that's her hiding in the corner. I really wish you could see the adorable skeleton costume. I'm not sure why she was wearing it, but it was very cute. The other group obviously took some liberties with the title of the movie. That's fine, it's creative. They got the idea to run it through an online image editor that they use regularly to give them this sort of film noir look that they've got going on here. It was so exciting to watch them take websites that they use and skills that they already have, bring it together and work with this project. It was amazing to watch a dozen 6 to 11-year-old kids figure out how to actually discuss genre, to negotiate their conflicting ideas into the project, to apply concepts to visual media, and to look through the internet to the building blocks that lie beneath it. But more than that, they were excited to do it. As an educator, there's nothing more rewarding than watching an 11-year-old birthday boy happily edit the TIFF Kids website to contain nothing but references to giraffes. Not sure why, but that's the point of the project. Each area of the site will contain dozens of missions, and both individual remixers and classes can submit their projects to the community at large. We're particularly excited about the social aspects of the site and plan to encourage our community to get to know one another, to work together, perhaps even establish some friendly rivalries between the one and the other. And because the whole point is to encourage kids to get to know the internet and take ownership of it, we'd love to see the users get into the driver's seat. There's plenty of room for them to create their own missions, challenge each other, to meet up in real life and have remix events. I mean, really, the sky's the limit with it. And have a great day, and don't forget to play with the internet today. Thank you.